Hello all and welcome to the latest in the series of Jamie's Basic Backgrounds, the series which is running on our YouTube channel, Crafting with Jamie Rodgers and Craftmania. In today's video we're going to be playing around with some Cosmic Shimmer Pearl Tints to create backgrounds, which are really simple to do. Now, Cosmic Shimmer Pearl Tints can be used on a multitude of surfaces, including porous and non-porous surfaces. They've come out in two different collections with completely different colours in each collection. All of them can be purchased on our Craftmania website, either in bundles to the collection they were released in or as separate bottles. So there's no excuses, you can build up your collections and collect them as you wish to. Now what we're going to be doing is working on a piece of Foundations black card and a piece of bright white Foundations card as well. And we're going to be working on these at the same time so I can show you the difference between the card tone that you work on. That will play a big difference in how they're going to look and what we're going to be creating. We're then going to bring in our colours, so I'm going to start off here with Teal Dream. Now the Pearl Tints actually have an ultra fine nozzle on them already, so it's really easy to go in and just do a few dots, and we're going to be randomly placing dots of the product across the top of both of the pieces of card. Now I don't actually need these to be perfect dots, so if they do spread out a little bit or I end up with a bit of a teardrop effect, that's not a problem. But what I am trying to show you as well is you can use them just as a dot if you wish to. We're also going to let them blend into each other as well in a minute, so don't be alarmed. Full disclosure, before you think I've done it wrong. I do make lots of mistakes, but this shouldn't be one of them. We're then going to use some golden opulence as well. I'm going to add in the dots as we go. I'm going to do exactly the same on the black card. I want to use roughly the same colours in the same amounts so that you've got an idea of how they're going to work depending on the colour card you're working on. We're then going to bring in some hearty red as well. Now, so far I've been using colours from the latest release actually, so we'll also bring in one of the originals in a moment to give you an idea of different tones. Not that it makes a lot of difference, but it's nice that you can see some from the first release and some from the second. Let's go for, oh here we go, this one, Glacier Green, that was from the first as well. So we'll add in a few dots of this across the way. And as you can see now we're running out of room, our dots are starting to match up. That's not a problem, as I mentioned. Just fill the gaps in. If you don't want to use too much product on your first go at this, you can always go back over it. It doesn't have to be done in one go. Just for the speed of the video, I'm going to try and load on as much as I can to think I'm going to have enough. Now when your dots are in place and you're happy to work with them, pick up a card, any sort of used store card or credit card or anything that you're not using anymore, that you don't mind getting a bit messy, or even a piece of card if you don't have a actual plastic card to one hand. And we're going to start at the top, just above the dots, and we're going to bring the colour down. And that's all we're going to do. We're then going to pick up the colour on the next line, and we're going to bring the colour down. Now I'm going to actually take off my colour at this stage just on a piece of paper, but we could of course use that as well. It doesn't have to be removed like that. And I'm going to bring that one down just to merge in that middle line. I'm going to go down the sides here. Now the more times you go over it, the more times you're going to start to mix in your colours. So as you can see here, we've got more of a blended grained effect than what we have over to that side. So stop when you're ready to stop. There's no right or wrong with this. When you're ready, stop. Now I will point out as well, you will end up with more of an intense dot where your dots were placed. So when you do this background, do plan on trimming off the top part of your cardstock so that you're not wasting that area or needing that for a project and unhappy that you have your dots in place. Exactly the same on the white cardstock, because I did, as I said, I wanted to show you how the colour cardstock will bring in different effects. So we're going to do exactly the same again. We're going to wipe that one down and then we're going to bring down the next line as well. Now obviously each time I go down my line, and I'm going to try and do this just off to one side on this piece of paper, this product is still usable. So if we want to, we can go off onto another piece of card and still use this, still use that part for a background or die cutting or embossing or any other piece that we want to. These products are also water active, so if you wanted to, or water based. So if you wish to, you can go in and add water to these and then paint with that excess, or you could do some blotting techniques on your card instead if you wish. Now actually as your backgrounds go, so now we have our black and we have our white pieces. We'll pop those to one side for a second. these are actually pretty touch dry already. I know it's hard to tell because I've got very messy hands, but you can see I'm not damaging my work by touching them. So this isn't a product that's going to take very long to dry. Obviously I'd give it a little bit of a time if I was going to put it into a die cutting machine or an embossing folder, because I wouldn't want it sticking to the plates and ripping as you bring it away. But it is very quick and very workable very quickly. I have a couple more here just to show you of different panels I've done. They're going to look very similar because I've used the same sort of colours and the same sort of cardstock, but just to show you different blends, different tones that come through. With so many shades available in the pearl tints, you can really make these rainbows as you wish. Obviously, if you want to, you could let one set of colours dry vertically, and then you could go across them horizontally as well and make up your own tartan style effects as well. Even on the black, that sort of micro intensity comes through and you still receive that shade, which is really, really pretty to work with. Now, not only have I done this card with it, where I've actually added it into an embossing folder and embossed the background, I also have a slimline card here that I've created, and I've just used it on the base panel, and I've also used it behind the baubles on the top panel as well. We also have this card, to show you. I'll stand these up so you can get a little glimpse across them. I also have this one here, which is another slimline card I've done, and I've worked on black card and put that behind it. I've also gone over an embossing folder as well, to show you a different effect on this one. The card I'm going to hold up for you, this is actually using some of the products which come in our Product Focus 1 video, which you're going to find on our YouTube channel, which actually focuses a lot on the stamp and the different flowers and bits that you can see in this set here. Over the top, so I've done the same pinstripe background using my pearl tints, and over the top I've added some Glitter Kiss in Frosty Sparkle to give it also a sparkly finish as well. So don't feel that you've got to stop here. If you want to add more to them, you're more than welcome to. There are other techniques which we can create using our pearl tints as well. We could of course just leave them as dots like I have on this card here. There is also a technique which ends up looking a little bit like encaustic art. That too is another one of our basic backgrounds with Jamie videos that you can have a little look at as well on our YouTube channel. So hopefully this has given you a little bit of inspiration on how you could be creating fun backgrounds with your pearl tints. Don't forget that all of the products on today's video are available from Craftmania. The address for that is www.craftmaniacrafts.com. We are a UK based company, so of course if you live in the UK and you spend just £5 with us, P&P is completely free from that point onwards. If you would like to shop with us internationally, that's no problem. Check out their website to see how that works, but basically in short, the P&P is capped at just £10. Not only can you order online, you can visit one of our stores, and you can also give us a call to place your orders on 01493 843 666. Now, if this is a technique that you've enjoyed and you are going to be creating, we would love to see what you do with it. Please join our Facebook group, Create with Craftmania and Jamie Rodgers, and share with us the creations you've made. Thank you very much for watching today. I look forward to seeing you again soon on another Jamie's Basic Backgrounds. Bye for now.